Hi, everyone. I'm Brandon Haye with the League Winners. I'm excited to be able to talk to Carl Jenkins Jr., will be joining the UCF Knights this upcoming season, a wide receiver from St. Augustine, not too far away from where I live. I live in Jacksonville. So Carl, thanks for joining me. And I know we had some scheduling issues in this morning with some video issues, but I really appreciate everything.
Yes, sir. No problem.
So, first of all, how did you get started in football? Did you always play at when you were, a real young kid, or how'd you get started?
I got started when I was really, really young. Like at the age of 5. My dad is really big on sports, so like he threw me in at like a real early age. But the football stage was like really on and off because I played when I was like 5 years old, all the way up to like 10 years old. Then I got to middle school, stopped playing. Got to high school, didn't really want to play, and then it changed my life. So it's crazy.
Yeah, that's real interesting. So, Drew, you never played football. Did you always want to play receiver? I know I think your junior year you played some wide receiver and cornerback, but what made you really decide to, stick to that position?
Really just my length and the abilities that I had with this position. Like, I'm a bigger guy, 6'2", 190. So like I feel like I should just keep my talents at the receiver position. And I feel like it would have created better opportunity that in football for me. So I just stayed at that position.
Definitely. I know you played a little basketball in high school too. So do you think basketball and playing on defense really helped you kind of develop as a wide receiver?
100%. It created that, but then it created like a explosive me, because I like to dunk a lot and do a lot of explosive things in basketball. So like that just translated to my football game. Helped really big.
Definitely, yeah. So, who were you a fan of growing up? Like, who was your college team?
It was always Florida State. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's always Florida State.
Okay. Why
Mm.
why did you grow up being a Florida State fan? Is your family
Um,
Florida State fans?
Not even. It's just because of how popular they were growing up, and
Oh
then
yeah.
like yeah, just how popular they were, and obviously they're winning games. I think they even won like a national championship. Everybody in the world was like loving Florida State, so at some point in time, I was one of those, and it just became like one of my big schools, man. So that's it.
Gotcha. I don't think Night Nation will hold that against you since you're here now.
Nah, thank God, thank God.
Yeah, and during your high school career, what was your favorite high school moment?
um, I would say getting my first offer. Yeah, it was it
Uh,
was a special moment.
and who was the first school to offer you?
It was FAMU, HBCU D1. It was after my first high school game ever, so it was a special moment for me.
Okay, and now, I know through the recruiting process, you initially committed to UCF, decided to take some more time to think about that. So, what was the main reasons you wanted to open up your recruitment?
Really just get a refresh on the whole process. When I committed, it was amazing, and then like after I committed, some more schools came in. It was certain schools that I couldn't really visit while being committed, and then it had played a big part of how UCF season was going. I didn't really want to put myself in that situation, so I felt like I should just back up from it, and just rethink my decision and just visit other schools and then just, take some time off to just kind of see what I want.
So, what schools did you visit? I know you visited UCF and USF, but what other schools did you visit?
I have visited Louisville. I visited Mississippi State, Syracuse. I visited, let me see. That's all I can really think of at the top of my
Yeah, no,
head.
that's fine. That
Yeah,
there's some widely different places you visited. So
yeah, back.
yeah, I did see an interview you had I think it was for news or something. That you said you always thought you would, leave Florida when you went to school, but you just decided to stay, in school. So when you're kind of opening up your recruitment, were you trying to look for schools outside of Florida or just looking for your best situation?
I wasn't, intentionally looking for schools outside of state. I was just looking for the best opportunity for me. Like obviously you see I'm here at UCF, so obviously the out of state thing, it was big for me, but it wasn't like I have to go out of state type of thing. So if I got a better opportunity down here, that's what I'm gonna take. So it wasn't really, going out of state. It wasn't really. It was just the opportunity.
Right. And so did it really come down to UCF and USF when you reaffirmed your commitment? Were those the two main schools?
Nah, it was more schools in the mix that I wasn't really talking about. So
Okay.
Clemson was in the mix. And then Louisville, they was in the mix again. Arkansas, they was in the mix. And USF, obviously, that was in the mix, and it was just them schools.
Okay. And did you take two visits to UCF or just the one? Was it after you opened up your recruitment?
I didn't visit them again after I opened up my recruitment.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Um,
I'm a former UCF alum too. So what when you came for your visit, what are some of the things you got to experience in Orlando?
Man, I got the experience. Obviously, I got the experience, Disney, Universal. And then I got to experience the whole campus. They showed me different parts of campus that I didn't really see before. And then I just saw the downtown area, at night, have everything lit up and stuff like that. Try new food spots, show me the whole city and stuff like that. So it was just amazing.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to do in Orlando. So
Definitely.
what truly made you decide to come back and fold for UCF?
Man, it just came down to a business decision. When you talk about college football nowadays, it's hectic because you can choose a school, and as soon as you get to that school, that whole coaching staff can leave. And then boom, you will be there with a whole new coaching staff. It's so crazy because uh 2 days after signing day, Louisville receiver coach, he left the school. And then a week after signing, the USF receiver coach left the school. So when it came down to my decision, it was really just a business decision. So how I was thinking about it, I'm thinking, okay, they don't have a coaching staff right now. The AD was calling me, and letting me know like, hey, I'm gonna choose a good coach. So how I'm thinking is, okay, whoever he choose, this coach, I feel like he can be here for 3 to 4 years because it's gonna be a whole new clean slate of coaches. So I don't gotta go in wondering like, dang, like what if this coaching staff leaves me, or what if I choose this and then they end up leaving or get fired? Like, no, it's gonna be a whole new coaching staff that I know gonna be here for at least 3 to 4 years. So I just thought long term and took it as a business decision. So I went ahead and choose UCF, and then I just love UCF, man. Like I just love UCF. Not far from home. I love the university. I love the campus. I just love the whole, city. So I just decided to choose a business decision.
Yeah, and since you said when you decided to commit, they were still doing on their coaching search. So I'm guessing very soon after they hired Coach Frost, did he reach out and did you guys have a conversation of his view of
Yeah.
you like moving forward in the program?
hmm Yes, sir.
So and how I'm sure they've talked to you about this, but how do they see you fitting in this new UCF offense?
They see me fitting in playing the Z position. What I was playing in high school, outside position. They see me as a big receiver that I can, get open and do really good things, and they just see me, balling in this offense. So with the Z position, I'm lucky to play that because it's a good position for this offense, especially with him. So yeah, they just see me having an opportunity to come in here and be a true freshman. So I'm gonna stand up to that.
Great. That was one of the questions, about if you're going to play outside or inside. And I'm guessing from your answer, you would rather play on the outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside.
Um, right. And what do you think so far, in your career, in your high school career, is the hardest to for you to play against a man or zone?
Um, I would say I would say zone because man, I know how to get open versus man. I mean, man is
Right.
1-on-1, and if it's 1-on-1, it's wraps from there. But zone, like I can have a corner in my face, and then I got a safety over top of me, and so it's all over the place with zone. But man on man, that's just 1-on-1. That's easy.
No, I like that. I like that confidence. I hope you bring that
Yeah.
to this season. Okay, let's see. What else? What's your favorite type of route?
A post route.
Post route? Did you guys
Yes.
run that a lot in high school?
We did. We did.
I'm sure you won on that route a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes,
So,
sir.
what do you really want to learn from the coaches at UCF, and what do you really want to develop in your game?
I would say just polishing more as a receiver. I have amazing hands. I got good route running. I can get open. But when you talk about a human being, like you can always find room to like, get better and improve. So I would say just polishing my game a little bit more. Like, my receiver coach, I want to get more polished. I want to get better route running. I want to get better releases. I want to get more separation. And then I want to learn the game of football more. Like coverages on defense. I want to learn more about personnels. I want to learn more about just the game of football and stuff that they don't really talk about in high school, and just really polishing my game. And that's it.
That's great. And I'm guessing you're already at UCF, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw that you I thought you were going to early enroll, so that's good that you're already with the offense and everything. And so when you're there, and kind of working with quarterbacks, do you work with like multiple quarterbacks or how does that really work?
I work with all of them. It's different times where sometimes it's just me and another quarterback, but for most of the time it's all of
Definitely.
them.
Yeah, and so what do you think is your biggest strength as a receiver?
Man, I would really just say my abilities to get open. When I'm pressed and they man on man, I can find plenty ways to get separation and get open. When it's off man, I can find good ways to get separation, get open. And then despite the separation, even if I'm not open and my quarterback give me a chance, I'm a freak of nature. So I can always go up and get the ball and, attack it and make a play when a play is about to, be made. So I would just say the separation of getting open, and then when I'm not open and I get a chance, how I can still make the play.
Definitely. Yeah, so and just what are your kind of goals for the first year as a freshman and then as your career at UCF?
Um, my career is obviously I want to get a national championship here at UCF. But the first year, I want to be a true freshman. That's number one. I want to have over 5 touchdowns. I want to be freshman all team. I actually got a board of all my goals right there. So yeah, I want to score in the bounce house freshman year. I want to have freshman all team. I want to be a true freshman. I just want to do something that's never been done here at UCF because I can't think of the last true freshman receiver that done some unbelievable stuff here. So that's what I'm really looking forward to do. Just changing the culture.
That's great. And I think the last thing I just want to ask, you just moved down there, so who have you really connected on the team with? Like, who do you really like hang out with and everything?
Um, Jakari is one of my best friends. The quarterback, he's my best friend. As soon as I got here, he took me in. I got here on January 3rd, moved in, and the next day we was literally throwing together. And it's a constant thing. We was throwing yesterday, and despite the throwing, like he's just a good, genuine person. We hang out a lot. So I would say Jakari. Then I would say my roommate. He's an early enrollee too. Keem Stroud. He's a DB. So him too, and then let's see, one of the tight ends earlier role, Caden. You probably I don't know if you know him or not, but earlier role he tight end. He came in with me too. But yeah, just those three guys. They're guys that I connect with a lot. But Jakari is definitely one of the top guys that I love for sure.
Was he really getting in your ears to get you to come to UCF?
Not really. I mean, I ain't really know him until I committed in the summer. So when I committed in
Okay.
the summer, we talked this stuff. Once I decommitted, we didn't really talk. But then once he found out I was coming back, that's when we started connecting again.
All right, that's great. And I really appreciate this time, Carl. And I really hope great things for you at UCF. And thanks for taking the time to talk to me. We'll be posting this, I think, on our YouTube page and on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So I'll make
Yeah.
sure to let you know where you can get it and you can share it out.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you.